Imagine a world where everyone liked you. Just think about how easy life would be. You would walk down the street and everyone would smile. There would be no arguments, no fights, and no awkward moments. Political problems wouldn't happen, and heartbreak would be a thing of the past. It sounds like a perfect dream, doesn't it? But we have to wake up to reality. And the reality is a little bit different. No matter how nice you are, no matter how hard you try, and no matter how many jokes you tell, you cannot make everyone like you. It is simply impossible. And do you know what? That is actually okay. Think about it. If we never felt the pain of rejection, would we really understand how good it feels to be accepted? If everyone was automatically our best friend, would true friendship feel special? Probably not. We need the bad moments to appreciate the good moments. However, there is a big difference between someone openly disliking you and someone secretly disliking you. When someone hates you openly, you know where you stand. You can deal with it. But when someone secretly dislikes you, it is confusing. It makes you doubt yourself. You start to wonder, is it me? Did I do something wrong? Or am I just imagining things? You become a detective in your own life, trying to analyze every text message and every look they give you. It is exhausting. It drains your energy and hurts your confidence. Well, you don't have to guess anymore. Today, we are going to look at the psychology of human behavior. We are going to break down the clear signals that show someone is not your fan. Here are 10 signs that someone secretly dislikes you and what you should look out for. If this video put words to something you've been feeling for a long time, subscribe. This channel is for people who notice patterns and want clarity. Number 1, they are very short with you. Let's start with the most common sign, conversation. Communication is the bridge between two people. When you are close to someone, like a best friend or a family member you love, talking is easy. It flows like water. You could talk to your best friend at 2 a.m. about absolutely nothing, like which cheese is the best, or what you would do during a zombie apocalypse, and it would still be fun. The topic doesn't matter. What matters is the connection. But when someone dislikes you, they cut that connection. They build a wall with their words. Have you ever tried to talk to someone and it felt like pulling teeth? You ask them, "Hey, how was your weekend?" A friend would say, "It was great. I went to the cinema, but the movie was terrible. How was yours?" This is an open answer. It invites you to speak back. But a person who dislikes you will just say, "Fine." And that's it. Just fine. Or maybe, "Okay." Or "good." These one-word answers are a clear signal. They are doing the absolute minimum. They're answering you because they have to be polite, not because they want to talk to you. They are not asking you questions back. They are not giving you any details to keep the conversation going. If you feel like you are doing all the work in the conversation and they are giving you nothing in return, it is a strong sign. They are trying to end the chat as quickly as possible because they simply don't want to talk to you. Number 2, their body language pushes you away. Words can lie. A person can say, "It's nice to see you," while thinking, "I wish you would leave." But the body rarely lies. Humans are hardwired to show their feelings through their movements, often without even realizing it. When we like someone, we want to be close to them. It is a natural instinct. If you are talking to a friend, you might notice that you both lean in towards each other. You make eye contact. You might even copy their movements. If they smile, you smile. If they put their hand on the table, you do the same. This is called mirroring, and it shows connection. Now look at the person who dislikes you. Their body is doing the opposite. They are trying to protect themselves from you. First, look at their arms. Are they crossed over their chest? This is a classic defensive shield. It's like they're putting a barrier between their heart and you. Next, look at their eyes. Do they avoid looking at you? If you are speaking and they are looking at the floor, the ceiling, or over your shoulder, they are trying to escape the interaction. Finally, look at their feet. This is a secret trick. Sometimes a person will turn their face towards you to be polite, but their feet will be pointing towards the door. This is their brain telling them, "I want to leave." If their body looks stiff, closed off, and distant, they are creating an invisible wall to keep you out. 3. There is a total lack of trust. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. To become close to someone, you need to be a little bit vulnerable. You need to open up. When we like someone, we usually give them the benefit of the doubt. We assume they are a good person until they prove they are not. But when someone secretly dislikes you, they don't trust you. In fact, they are suspicious of you. Imagine you do something nice. Let's say you bring coffee for everyone in the office. A friend would think, "Wow, that is so kind." But a person who dislikes you thinks, "Why are they doing this? What do they want? Are they trying to look better than me?" They view your kindness as a trick. Because they don't like you, they assume you have bad intentions. You will also notice that they keep you at a distance. They never share personal stories with you. If you ask them for help, they might say no immediately because they don't want to owe you anything. They treat you like a stranger or a spy. You might feel like you are constantly trying to prove that you are a good person, but they just won't believe you. If you feel like you are always on trial with them, it's a sign of deep dislike. 4. They get easily frustrated with you. We all have bad days. Sometimes we are tired, hungry, or stressed, and we might snap at people. That is normal. But usually we have a lot of patience for the people we like. We forgive their small mistakes. When someone dislikes you, their patience is zero. Think about it like this. If your best friend chews their food loudly, you might not even notice, or you might laugh about it. But if someone you dislike chews loudly, it makes you want to scream. Everything they do becomes annoying. This happens when someone secretly dislikes you. You might find that you are always arguing about small, silly things. They might be in a great mood, laughing and joking with everyone else, but the moment you walk into the room or ask a question, their mood changes. They become sour, angry, or impatient. If you make a tiny mistake, they act like it's a huge disaster. If you ask a question to clarify something, they roll their eyes and act like you are stupid. They treat you as an annoyance. It feels like you are walking on eggshells, afraid that if you breathe too loudly, they will get mad. This happens because their brain has already decided that you are the problem, so everything you do is seen as wrong. 5. Their politeness feels fake. This sign is tricky because on the surface they are not being mean. Society teaches us to be polite. We are taught to say please, thank you, and good morning. We do this to avoid fighting. So even if someone hates you, they might not yell at you. Instead, they will give you a fake politeness. It's a performance. How can you tell the difference? It's all in the energy. Real kindness feels warm. Fake politeness feels cold. For example, look at their smile. A real smile reaches the eyes. The skin around the eyes crinkles up. A fake smile stops at the mouth. It looks more like a grimace or a mask. They might also be overly formal with you. With other people, they are relaxed, making jokes and using nicknames. But with you, they are stiff and professional. They act like a robot. They are doing the bare minimum to follow the social rules so that nobody can accuse them of being rude. They might also use passive-aggressive comments. These are insults hidden inside compliments. For example, they might say, "You are actually really smart for someone who didn't go to university." It sounds nice at first, but it is actually a dig at your education. They are keeping the surface clean, but underneath, there is no warmth. 6. They avoid you as much as possible. This is one of the most practical signs. If you like something, you go towards it. If you dislike something, you move away from it. It is simple human nature. When someone secretly dislikes you, they will organize their life to make sure they don't have to see you. They become a master of avoidance. Do they work in the same office or go to the same school as you? Watch their patterns. Maybe they notice that you go to lunch at 12 p.m. Suddenly, they start going to lunch at 1 p.m. just to miss you. Maybe they see you waiting for the elevator, so they decide to take the stairs. They will also avoid talking to you face to face. They will prefer to send you an email or a text message, even if you are sitting right next to them. Digital communication is safer for them because they don't have to look at you or fake a smile. And if you do happen to bump into them by accident, they always have an excuse ready. "Oh, I'd love to chat, but I'm running late. I have a meeting. I have to make a phone call." They always have an exit ticket ready to use. If interacting with them feels like trying to catch a ghost, it's because they are actively running away from you. 7. They listen with only one ear. Listening is a form of respect. When we care about someone, we want to hear what they have to say. We focus on their words, we ask questions, and we remember their stories. It takes energy to listen, and we give that energy to people we like. When someone dislikes you, listening becomes a chore. They don't want to waste their energy on your thoughts. Have you ever told a story to someone and noticed their eyes glazing over? They look bored. They might check their watch, look at their phone, or scan the room to see if there is anyone else more interesting to talk to. They are physically present, but mentally they have left the building. When you finish talking, their response is lazy. They say things like, "Uh-huh," "Wow," or "That's crazy." These are generic answers. It proves they heard the noise of your voice, but they didn't actually listen to the meaning of your words. In text messages, this looks like scanning. You might send them a long message with 3 different questions. They will reply to only one part and ignore the rest. They don't care enough to read everything you wrote. They just want to get the interaction over with. 8. They don't try to understand you. Beyond just listening, there is a deeper level, understanding. We all want to feel understood. We want our friends to support our ideas and validate our feelings. When someone dislikes you, they often try to invalidate you. They make you feel invisible. If you share an idea, they are the first to shoot it down. They might say, "That won't work," or "That's not important." They dismiss your thoughts without even considering them seriously. They don't want to give you credit for being smart or creative. Another tactic they use is one-upping. This is a way to control the conversation and make you feel small. For example, you might say, "I'm so happy I just ran 5 kilometers." Instead of saying, "Congratulations," they say, "Oh yeah? Well, my cousin just ran a full marathon. That is a real workout." See what they did there? They took your moment of happiness and crushed it by comparing it to something better. They don't want to celebrate with you. They want to compete with you. By constantly dismissing your ideas or trying to be better than you, they are showing that they do not respect you. 9. They never invite you to social gatherings. This sign hurts the most because it's so obvious. Humans are social animals. We want to be part of the group. Being left out triggers a primal fear of being abandoned. Logic tells us, why would I want to go to a party hosted by someone who dislikes me? But our emotions still get hurt when we are excluded. Imagine you are scrolling through social media on a Saturday night. You see a photo. It's a dinner party. You see your work colleagues, your mutual friends, and maybe even the new guy who just started last week. Everyone is there, except you. When this happens once, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they forgot. But when it happens again and again, it's a message. They are curating their social circle. They are choosing people who bring them joy, and they have decided that your presence does not bring them joy. They are drawing a circle that defines us, and they have placed you outside of that circle. It slowly becomes obvious that they want nothing to do with you outside of the times they are forced to see you, like at work or school. They are keeping their personal life completely separate from you. 10. Your gut feeling tells you something is wrong. The final sign is the most powerful one. It's your intuition. Our brains are amazing supercomputers. They process millions of pieces of information every second. Our conscious mind, the part we think with, only sees a tiny bit of that, but our subconscious mind sees everything. It notices the tiny micro-expressions on their face. It notices the split-second delay before they say hello. It notices the change in their tone of voice. Your brain collects all these tiny clues and sends you a feeling. We call this a gut feeling. You just feel that something is off. You might feel drained or tired after hanging out with them. You might feel anxious or nervous before you see them. You can't explain exactly why, but you know they don't like you. Now, you have to be careful. If you're a person who has a lot of social anxiety, you might think everyone hates you. That's your anxiety talking, not your intuition. But if you generally feel comfortable with your friends and family, and you only get this bad feeling with this one specific person, you should trust it. Your instincts are trying to protect you. They are telling you that this person is not safe for your emotional health. So, there you have it. Those are the 10 signs. Maybe while listening to this, a specific face popped into your head. Maybe you realized that a coworker, an acquaintance, or even a so-called friend actually dislikes you. Realizing this can sting. It hurts the ego. We all want to be liked, but the truth knowing is actually a good thing. It's a superpower. Why? Because now you can stop trying. Society tells us we should be people pleasers. We think that if someone doesn't like us, we must work harder to win them over. But that is a waste of your precious time. Here's the truth. Sometimes personalities just clash. Sometimes people are projecting their own unhappiness onto you. Their dislike is often about them, not about you. So, what should you do? First, stop playing detective. You have your answer. Stop analyzing their texts. Second, match their energy. If they give you one-word answers, stop writing them long paragraphs. If they avoid you, stop chasing them. Respect yourself enough to walk away from a door that is closed. Third, be polite, but don't be friendly. You don't have to be mean. Keep your dignity. Say hello, be professional, but stop giving them your emotional energy. And finally, focus on your tribe. Life is short. Every minute you spend worrying about someone who dislikes you is a minute you are stealing from the people who do love you. Focus on the friends who text you back. Focus on the people who make you feel good. Rejection is not a failure. It is just a filter. It filters out the people who are not meant for your journey, leaving room for the ones who are. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on psychology and relationships. Remember, go where you are celebrated, not where you are just tolerated. Thanks for listening.